Thanks, Mike.
All right, now let's do my sound check.
Sound check, sound check. Sound and picture check, please.
Is brought to you by the Seminole Tribe of Florida and Seminole Media Productions, Delta 13, the True Triangle, and official rack of the Seminole Pro Tour.
Hello, everybody out there. This is Upstate Al at you. We are about to start the semifinals, a match between Corey Deuel and Josh Brothers. And in the booth with me is the one and only Mike DeShane.
How you doing now?
And a guest appearance by Erin McManus.
Hi.
Welcome aboard, everybody. We're getting ready to watch a really great match.
So what's your predictions for this, Al?
I mean, to be honest with you, Josh is shooting extraordinarily well. Anybody can take it. It depends on which way the wind blows, The rolls here and the rolls there.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mike?
Depends if Corey found his break or not. The tables, they got the new ball, the new polish on the balls. So they just polished these balls, so they're reacting funny,
Right. Kind of sliding a little bit.
Yeah, sliding straight to the rail instead of going up to the side pockets, the second balls. But I'm sure Corey will get it under control.
Yeah, but it's that time of day where it's like, you have the stamina, you'll make it through, but it's getting to that point where if you're tired, it's going to get to you and you're going to start missing. I've seen it already in the last match with a couple of the guys, last round, So,
yeah.
Let's hope these guys have their stamina.
For sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, I got to really give a shout out to Erin, sitting in the booth with us. She has been her and her family, a great host to some of these pool players that come into the New York City area. She opens her doors and puts pool players up. She enjoys the company. Such a sweetheart.
We call it Hotel McManus.
It's a great place. I stayed there last week.
Absolutely. I heard a few other players also besides yourself, and they all agree. Ooh.
Did they start the match yet?
Corey just warming up.
How's everybody doing out there? Where are you from?
How many viewers you got?
Maine. Where in Maine?
We have Tammy.
Tammy from New Orleans.
Nolan Glenn's wife, Tammy. Yeah. Great cook as far as I understand. I'm yet to see it, but boy, I can smell it out the window.
Pakistan. I think we're going to get this underway.
Okay, Corey says he's ready.
Looks like they're going to lag instead of flip.
I like Corey winning this 8-5.
Looks like Josh got the lag.
I don't know, something seems wrong with Corey right now. Tends to overanalyze things sometimes.
Meanwhile, Josh Brothers got pep in his step.
Josh has been playing amazing. He came in third in the New York State Championship last weekend, and he's been playing awesome. This last month he's been really on top of his game.
Yeah, I mean, he still has pep in his step when other people are complaining about being tired and being here all day. And he looks like he just got up.
Well, he's young. He's my age.
He's
We're
on,
kids.
He's on fire. Wow, what a smash. All right, looks like Josh come up dry here, and Corey just jumps out of the seat.
Yeah, Josh got a pretty big break.
I don't know if you can see the whole one to make the 1-5. Now you hit the 4.
You know, I'm finding out more and more with the 10-ball break that it really doesn't matter how hard you hit them or where you hit them from. It's basically how it's racked. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
You got to rack them the right way to wire those balls on the side and the corner balls, 4 corners.
Where was I? I think Turning Stone. I was watching. Corey was on the streaming table, and he had the rack down to a science. He'd get 1 through 5 at one end of the table, and he'd get 6 through 10 at the other end of the table.
Hey guys in the chat that are saying thank you for the stream to everybody in the booth and Big Truck. We do appreciate it. We also would like to give a shout out to all the mods that helped us out, and also a special shout out to Shawkin. I'll see you back on the show. What a great guy he is.
Mikey Broad, he hit the 4 ball on the way by.
Got the 6 out of the way.
Did you say he fouled the 4 ball?
Yeah.
Corey did.
Yeah, he
Corey
skimmed
did?
the 4 trying to make the 1. I love this format that if you miss, it's considered a push. I really like that. It takes all the luck out of leaving your opponent safe if you miss out of the game.
Yeah, I like the format as well.
Josh Brothers looking to draw first blood here in this match. Seems like he's in dead punch.
It's a pretty easy table from here.
Mike Broad saying hi to Al. You met me at Skyline. How you doing there, Josh? Just come back right out, shoot the 8 in the same pocket, huh?
Two rails for the 8, 9 on the side, 10 in the corner.
Hit that with authority.
Yeah, I think he's trying to loosen up a little bit, you know.
Yeah, let a stroke out. Yeah, a little bit early get in.
He just had an amazing comeback on Mike Davis. Mike Davis was up 5-1, and he came back and beat him 8-6 or something. It was ridiculous, the comeback. He won 7 games in a row.
Josh Brothers drawing first blood in this match. Now leading 1-0 over Corey Deuel.
I wonder how hard Josh breaks the balls. Probably 30 miles an hour, you think? It's pretty hard.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
30 miles an hour is pretty hard. Usually it's 27, 28. Yeah.
It might be coming up to the main event. I'm not really sure yet. There's another tournament down in New York that's supposed to be 3,000 added, so I haven't made up my mind, you know. Always like TJ's, but
Almost scratched in the corner there, but he's alright.
Yeah.
An easy table from here, though.
Josh turned up the heat on that break and pocketed the ball. And from here, it does look like he has a shot on the one into the side. The problem is we have a cluster down at the short end where the 2 lies. Probably going to thin the 2 into the 5 and play safe backup table.
Yeah.
The pocket and the 1.
I see him doing that. And then the 3 and the 6 are tied up as well, so.
Yeah, we might see a good safety play back and forth here.
Yeah, from what I've learned from playing professionally, is that you're playing players like Corey and the top guns. You really don't want to get in a safety battle with these guys. They have a lot of knowledge and a lot of skill, and it's just tough. That was a great safety. Right?
Yeah, he got on the right angle to stop shot the 2 ball and freeze it behind the 7. It's a little too close to jump. I think he's going to kick it close.
Corey weighing out his options here. His percentages for the best shot.
Looks like he's going to go 2 rails off the long short.
Yeah, I don't think Corey has his table figured out at all.
Bringing Josh back to the table with ball in hand, but take a good look at the 3-6 tied up at the other end.
Yeah, I'd probably shoot this inside, go 1 rail with the cue ball and try to break out the 6. Just hit the 6 anyway. How many views we got?
Oh. I mean, pretty much the rest of the clusters on the table have been broken up, so it's just getting rid of the 3-6.
Yeah, he didn't hit that the way he wanted to.
No.
He wanted to go into the 6 ball.
I think he's going to skim the right side of this 3, come around down towards the other end of the table.
Trying to come in short and put him behind the 7. Pretty risky, especially left-handed.
Oh, absolutely.
Looks like he hit it just a little bit too full. He's off Corey's shot, but not an easy shot, but makeable.
I like Corey getting out from here.
Yeah.
Go 2 rails with the cue ball, hit it nice and easy.
Play the 4 on the side.
Great shot.
Don't want to come too far, though.
I think he's perfect.
Looks like it. Looks like he's going to follow this up 1 rail to get an angle on the 5 to come back down with the 6.
Corey on the verge of answering back here. Trying to knock this match up at 1.
All the way back up to the table, at top of the table. He's playing really boingy right now. I think they get an AC blasted right on it somewhere.
It's going to come down up
It's a great shot.
middle of the table.
Somebody in the chat room asked them one of the finals. Yes, they will be right after this match.
The winner of this match will play the guy next to me, Mike Deshane, in the finals.
A.K.A. Stewie Griffin. A.K.A. The Pain. A.K.A. Fireball. Whatever one you want to use.
Professional name, Mike Deshane. And Corey answers back. We now have a score of 1-1.
I just want to note for everyone to like just keep an eye on this break and see where the balls end up after Corey breaks, because he's mastered getting the first half of the balls on one side of the table, like the 1 through 5 on one side and the 6 through 10 down by where he breaks from. He's really mastered that. It's just a matter of making a ball.
He's right now he's playing the 4 and the 5 in the sides, and he's playing the 2 and the 3 4 rails back into the corner. He ultimately wants the 1 ball to come back to this corner to the left if he's breaking from the right. It's pretty it's almost easier to break in this game than it is in 9 ball sometimes. I think it's more controllable.
I tell you, I was here early this morning. Corey got here probably about 11:30, 12 o'clock, and just practiced the break in one of the tables.
Yeah, it's that important.
He definitely does not hit them hard, though.
4 definitely heading for the side pocket.
Yeah, the 4 and the 5. I think the 5 went in the side pocket as well.
Scratched on the break.
Yeah,
Unfortunate.
You see the 1, 2, 3, 4 all down at one end of the table, and the rest of the balls down at the other end.
Yeah.
That's pretty consistent with him. But
Well, Josh Brothers back at the table with ball in hand. Corey putting up his bead. Is he going to elect to run into the 7 here, Mike, or just play right to the rail?
Straight to the rail. Come out. Let's pretty much connect the dots from here.
Pretty easy to say, Mike. I'll tell you what, I shoot from the seat here pretty good. I don't miss. Unlike yourself, you don't miss from here or on the table.
Yeah, I missed a lot. I miss a lot. Happens sometimes.
Pretty hard to believe coming from a guy that's sitting in the hot seat with a 64-man strong field. Mike DeShane is in the hot seat.
Lucky. I kind of feel bad for ruining Siegel's run there. 30 straight wins.
yeah.
Pretty
but
incredible.
Then he went out right after you, though. I think that kind of messed with his head a bit.
30 straight wins. I've never seen that, ever.
That's got to be some kind of record.
Oh, absolutely.
I was trying to Google it for about 15, 20 minutes, and I gave up. I actually emailed AZ Billiards to see if Mike Howerton or Jerry Forsythe can find something out for that.
But Mike Siegel pretty much holds half the records anyway. So it'll just be another one to add on to his list.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch here, Josh going on the verge of winning another game here in this match.
It's cue ball foul only before you shoot. If you shoot and you touch the ball with your cue or your close, it's a foul.
Yeah, anything during stroke is a foul. Anything pre-stroke, it's your opponent's option.
Okay, folks, we got a score of 2-1 in favor of Josh Brothers. Once again, we're coming to you live from Raxx Pool Room Bar and Grill in West Hempstead, New York, Long Island. This is the Seminole Pro Tour Empire State Championship. Sitting in the booth alongside Upstate Al is Mike DeShane and Erin McManus.
Uh-oh.
Touche. Corey scratched on his last break.
We're going to find out where Corey's head is right now. Corey, 10 out of 10 times, should run this out. But if he doesn't, that means his head's probably not in the game right now.
Well, it's totally open table.
Yeah.
Anything he would get into trouble with, he would do on his own, so... pretty much stop shots up until after the 8th.
almost rather play Corey in the finals, just because I know what he's capable of. You know, I know what he can do and what he can't do. Really haven't watched Josh play that much, so I'm not sure.
Interesting theory, absolutely.
I agree. I think it's better to know who you're playing and knowing their weaknesses and their strong points, because your strategy totally changes when you play them.
Corey making easy work of this table and getting ball in hand on an unfortunate scratch by Josh, taking full advantage of it.
Got pretty straight on this 9.
Races to 8.
And that makes it 2-2. And it's Corey's break. And it's a winner break for net. Rack your own. And if the 10 ball goes in any of the pockets on the break, it gets spotted.
Correct. And unlike the Predator Tour, this is sponsored by the Seminole Pro Tour. You can use your jump cue as many times as you want.
It's probably got to be hard getting that 1 ball frozen after this table's been played on so much for 2 days now.
Who is this pool shark? 1014. Where are you from?
In the chat room.
Yeah. I'm sure that's the only place he's from.
Also, Ron Mason joining us in the chat room. Great guy. He was here this weekend.
Hello, Ron.
Corey set the break in the 5th game of this set. Kind of looks like Corey turned it down a little bit there.
Yeah, Corey's a little frustrated with his break. You know, he definitely, even though he denies having one of the best breaks in pool, he has one of the best breaks in pool.
Oh, absolutely,
you know,
absolutely.
I agree.
He might finesse it or hit it soft, but by far, one of the best breaks
Both
in
of them
pool.
are kind of struggling so far with their breaks. They're either
Absolutely.
scratching or not dropping any balls. Now he can easily come behind this, hit this 1 rail, keep the cue ball right where the 1 is, and freeze it on the 3 if he hits it right. Or he could see the 1. I didn't know he could see the 1. It's tough from the angle of that.
Or you're going to slice this in with a little bottom right hand English and play the 3 in the corner. Actually, might go 3 rails. Wow.
Now that's considered a push, so because he missed the ball, even though he made the 8 ball, it doesn't matter. He didn't make the 2 ball, so it's considered a push, and Josh had the option of giving it back to him, which he did.
KM run out. Yeah, that's to be honest with you, yeah, I'm surprised a lot of the pro players haven't caught on to what you have to do in this break. You know, a lot of the players come complaining and you know, rules should be this way, rules should be that way. You know, the players that do know the break have gone out and learned it for sure. It's in the way they're racked, and it's in the way you break them. So, most importantly, the way they're racked. You've seen a bunch of different breaks. You know, as long as that second ball goes, get yourself a good break. Oh, hit the head ball square? Yeah. I mean,
And you don't see anyone breaking from the side. Everyone breaks from the box.
yeah, I think everybody's breaking. I think this is a break from the box tournament.
Even then, though, normally in 10 ball, most people break from the box anyway.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, the Filipinos break from the side. They end up safe more often when you don't make a ball.
Meanwhile, Josh Brothers makes the 2. Causes a collision up at the top with the 3, with the 7, 4, and 5, and hooks himself on the 3. He calls the 3 into the corner pocket. Really, what a back cut.
I don't think you can see all of it.
And Corey is not going to let him have this back. But he's got his work cut out from here.
Yeah, that little cluster down by the 4 ball.
This is a touchy shot right here. Cutting this 4 ball and possibly putting the 5 up on the shorter rail. He's got to watch his speed here, but he's got to make sure he has a shot at the 5.
Ideally, the cue ball's going to go to the right side of the table, and he'll be able to shoot the 5 ball in the same corner that he plays the 4.
Yeah, see, Corey's he's goofy sometimes. He'll go for the craziest shots. You should probably just play a little safe right here.
Mike Janis in the chat wants to know who's commentating. This is Upstate Al sitting alongside Mike DeShane and Erin McManus.
I think Corey's going to play the 5. That was a great shot. Don't hook him.
I'm surprised he played that.
Yeah, I'm surprised he played it as well. It's a tough shot.
I think he was worried about where the cue ball was going to land and making the 5 after that 4 ball.
Yeah.
It was too unpredictable.
Guys, I glance over at the chat once in a while, and it is moving rather fast, so if I did miss somebody's saying hello to anybody sitting here at the booth, we do apologize. We are saying hi from all of us at the booth.
What's going on, guys? Ooh, Corey just played a great safety.
And it doesn't appear that Josh can thread the needle here.
Looks like he's going to have to kick it against the long rail.
Go 2 rails into the 4. Some funny things happen. If he gets behind that 4 ball, possibly scratch it. I don't know too much about Josh myself, but he's come this far. He sure knows how to hit it. He's going directly into the 4.
If he hits that 4 square on, and he missed it. If he had hit it square on, there's a good chance he could have left the cue ball right there behind the 9.
Again, giving Corey ball in hand coming to the table.
Yeah.
Can't keep giving a pro that many times ball in hand.
No, I picked up on that when I played Josh first time in our match. His kicking, it was a little off and on, so I took advantage of it for sure.
I can tell because it's the end of the day, Josh is a little tired and he's struggling a bit, but he still can hold his own, and I still don't know who's going to win this match. I really don't have a prediction.
Well, right now, Corey looks like he's about to go ahead here by a score of 3-2 over Josh Brothers.
It's still too early to tell, though.
And he does. Corey Deuel now taking the lead, 3-2 over Josh.
When did I turn pro? I turned pro when I was, I think, 19 years old. I played in the Valley Forge amateur tournament and won it, and was never allowed to play in an amateur tournament again. So I guess that...
and how old are you now?
I'm 23.
You're my age?
Yep.
I didn't know you were that young.
I know I look 40, but...
Yeah, when you look up young guns in the dictionary, you'll see a picture of Mike DeShane. Okay, let's look for Corey to pick his speed up on his break here. Sounded like he picked it up just a tad.
Still not dropping though.
And still coming up on the dry side, Aaron. Corey can't figure it out. Shaking his head, going back to his seat. I mean, he left Josh vision on the one ball. Now he's gonna have to call this shot. Either he's gonna call the bank or play safe.
Okay, I'm run out. What is my best break? I hit him 33.5 once. No, I've hit 33.5 a couple times. That's what I've clocked out as. I think if I'm really mad, I'll be able to hit like 35.
Corey looking at a test a shot here. He's got to make a good hit here. Calling safe, of course. Wow.
Wow. Something's wrong with Corey.
It's rare that that's the second time he skimmed the ball instead of the object ball.
Did it the first rack.
It's not something you see him do very often.
All right, Corey, unfortunate there, running into the 6 ball. Actually spun the cue ball, but it spun a little too much, too fast, and just nicking the 6, bringing Josh back to the table with ball in hand.
Everything's on the rail here, and it's almost like a back and forth type of table, just trying to get back to the center of the table each shot.
I like Josh getting out here. I mean, this is the toughest shot right here, probably. Ooh.
Got to watch his speed, getting a little too close to his work here.
Yeah, he's not going to like it. I think he'll probably graze the 4. Well,
he's got to go up off the short rail.
Oh, went in the side. He seemed closer to that.
He should be fine from here.
Well, if he's fine from here, he's looking to tie it up to 3. So he's going to have to get this work done. You know, the 8 to the 9, he's got to make sure he stays in shape.
Yeah, the 8 to the 9. I like going 3 rails with the cue ball. I'm playing the 9 in the same pocket.
Going to 3 inside rails.
Yeah.
I like that too.
It's too tough to stop the cue ball because then you're going to be straight in on the 9.
And that seems like what he's going to do here, Mike. It looks like he's just going to draw back just a tad.
Or going 1 rail back.
He's just got to watch out on his angle here that he doesn't bring it back too much, that he skims the 10 when he tries to go. Looks like he's going to draw it back.
Yeah, he might draw it bottom right.
No, he followed it.
He wants the angle.
Perfect shot.
Absolutely.
So tie it up. Make it a 3-3 if he makes this shot. And Corey does not look happy about it.
And the crowd gets into it here at Raxx Pool Room in West Hempstead, Long Island.
It's amazing the amount of spectators that have still come out to support all the players this time of night.
Absolutely.
That have stuck around and really supported this tournament altogether. There have been so many spectators this weekend. It's been unbelievable.
And the host of this event, Holden Chin, just a great person to come down and say hi to.
Nicest guy in the world.
Holden busted out a couple old Southwest this morning. Boy, did they hit amazing. Lee.
See if anything drops on the break this time.
Scores 3-3. Yeah, he made something, didn't he?
Looks like
Yeah, he dropped the ball.
7's gone.
Made the 7 and got a shot.
4-6 seems to be the only issue here on the table right now. Josh sizing up. It looks like he was sizing up the Karen off the 4.
Yeah, that's possible. I don't know. I can't tell if the 6 is frozen to the rail or not.
Once again, folks that are out there in Streamland, if you're just starting out as a pool player, some of these players that you're watching, majority of them are playing 2 and sometimes 3 balls ahead, playing angles. So you might want to start off playing 1 ball ahead of the next ball you're making and work your way up.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier. I noticed that when I hit a ball hard into the pocket, wobbled out sometimes. They're playing like that right now. Yeah, to be honest with you, I've got pretty much the table mapped out before I even stepped up to it.
Yeah. And as you work your way up from 1 ball in advance, 2 balls in advance, and play your percentages right, it takes a lot of time to practice. And these guys come a long way from all over the country to participate in this event. So if you happen to be in the listening area or just passing by the pool room, stop in and say hello. The players are signing autographs, taking pictures. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Corey's shaking his head.
Yeah, Corey's going to let him shoot this with these unreal rules. I love these rules.
It takes all the luck out of the game, which I really like.
Absolutely.
You know what I noticed here, Mike, with these rules is, let's say you have to kick at this 2 ball and, it's in a predicament where it's near the side pocket. I noticed a lot of players are calling the ball
Just
instead of calling the safe.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a loophole in it, and everybody's finding it.
Yeah, well, it's not much of a loophole. It's still a tough shot to kick it in, but you want to get rewarded if you kick it in. If you kick safe, it depends where the ball lies, to be honest with you. In the way the ball's aligned, because if you know you can kick and put the object ball behind a pack of balls, you're gonna kick safe 9 times out of 10 if you know what you're doing.
And if you miss it, there's a good chance your opponent's not going to give it back to you anyway, so you might as well just call it. That way, if you do make it, you stay at the table.
I actually caught myself earlier. I called the ball. I kicked at a ball 3 rails, and I called it in the side, and I was like, I couldn't do it. You just couldn't do it. I couldn't do that.
Hit that a little too much.
Yeah, Corey's struggling right now.
Yeah, definitely working himself uphill.
They both are, though. It's late. They're tired.
We are going on 10:43, I believe, Eastern Standard Time.
Is that late already?
Yeah, and these guys started at 11 o'clock this morning.
Give myself a Red Bull.
It's
And a
kind of
Hershey
brutal.
bar.
Yeah.
Is that 6 on the rail, or can you play the 4-6 combo?
I think the 6 is too close to the rail to play the 4-6 combo. I think he'd carry it if he could, but I think it's frozen. I'd probably get up on this 4 and play it 3 rails and park the cue ball right behind the 6.
I was just about to say that, yeah.
Yeah, from our vantage point, it's very hard to tell if that 6 ball goes. Like Mike said.
Maybe he's going to play the count?
Yeah, I think he's playing the carom.
Yeah, he's set up for it.
I think he called safe.
Yep. Get it behind that 5 ball.
Great shot.
Josh plays safe and
Nicely
good
done.
speed.
Can you see it? Can you see a piece of it?
He might be able to see a piece of it. And if he can, he might be able to make it in the side, but yeah, he's calling the side.
Or you can see it. Playing it into the side pocket. Got to look out for the 10.
He
Wow.
overcut that.
Corey's struggling right now.
Yeah. They're actually both struggling. They're both missing shots that they shouldn't be. Again, though, it's late. Long weekend.
If these players in the beginning of the day played themselves now, they would have killed each other in the beginning of the day, the way they were both playing.
Sunny One in the chat room saying hi. Hello, Sunny One, Upstate Al. Sitting in the booth with Mike DeShane and Erin McManus.
Does that 6 go to the side?
I think he's going to try to bump it.
Yeah. That 6 is in a tough spot right now. You know, when I watch Josh play, I can't really tell what he's doing. He aims.
Does that 6 ball look like it's pocket hooked a little bit? It looks like it's like right on the edge.
I really can't tell from here. A great save from here, though, is just slow rolling it and parking the cue ball right behind the point.
I think he wanted to, when he had so much English on that 5 ball, I think he wanted to come down and nick the 6 and bring it off the rail.
Yeah, that's what he was trying to do.
But he can't make it in the corner because he'll scratch on the side. So he's in a bit of a predicament here.
Corey might try to make this 6 ball in the corner and bumps the cue ball off the rubber. That's one of Corey's shots.
He's calling the corner. It looks like he's going to go 2 rails. He's calling bottom left corner. Oh, too
Wow,
hard.
what an attempt.
A little bit softer, he would have nailed it.
Yeah, I heard Josh plays a great one pocket.
Yeah, he does. He plays really good one pocket.
Well, Corey back at the table in a position to go ahead and take the lead in this set.
Oh, God.
That was not what he wanted to do.
Yeah, Corey's going to be a little tired.
I mean, these balls are out. They're spread out, but there's a lot of work to be done between each ball because they're all in weird positions.
Great
Moving
shot.
the cue ball around a lot.
Yeah.
Corey coming right back with that 8 ball, cutting it right down the rail to let Josh know, you're waking me up and you're turning me into a monster.
Yeah, Corey's starting to hit him a little hard. I think he's getting frustrated and he's just trying to loosen up.
Corey Deuel
4-2?
4-3.
4-3?
now takes the lead in this set by scoring 4-3 over Josh Brothers.
They're playing catch up. They keep tying and getting a game ahead of each other. But no one's really breaking away yet.
Now, last break Corey had, he did turn the speed up.
Yeah, I think he's going to start hitting him a little bit harder.
Just listen to the table mic that we have set up. You can hear him crash.
They're both really struggling with their breaks. I mean, they both stopped scratching, but they're still not dropping anything. And that's got to be frustrating.
I got to give a shout out to somebody in the chat, Nollins Glenn. What's up there, Nollins?
He hit that a little bit harder. Looks like he's going to drop the 1 in the corner.
Got a little fortunate.
He's going to go, yeah. Yeah, I think when he finds it, he's going to be dangerous. Just hope he finds it and it goes away. Oh, wow.
I don't like that shot.
Wow.
I can't
Oh,
tell you
that
how
was a
many
nice shot.
times. I can't tell you how many times we're talking about a player, just making a ball from the commentating booth and jarring the ball. Kind of makes you feel like you give him a jinx. I mean, it's just not even in the equation, but.
I didn't really like that shot, though. I would have just skimmed it and came around 2 rails to play a 3 in the corner.
Yeah.
He played a lot more rails than I would have.
Josh coming to an open table here, looking to knock this back up at 4.
This is definitely going to be a close matchup towards the end. I think it might be a hill-hill match. Got pretty straight on the 6, so he's going to have to draw it back for the 7.
Nollins Glenn in the chat asking where Ray is. Good question, Glenn. He's actually talking with Tony Robles and Gail Glazebrook right now. I will let him know that you are in the chat room there, buddy. If you want to send a PM, you can send it.
A little funny on that.
Surprised he didn't hit the 8 ball to play the 9 in the same pocket, come back up.
Oh, Josh just slides across the table. Put a 10 ball here, huh? There you have it. Josh Brothers not in this matchup at 4 apiece.
He stopped that cue ball right on the dot.
Barana in the chat. Hi, Barana. How are you?
Hey, B.
Erin McMahon is sitting in. Right alongside her is Mike Deshane.
I can't see the chat from here, so if anyone's saying anything, I don't know.
We did have the privilege of having Barana in the booth yesterday. It was fun. We thank you for that. Once again, you are watching the semifinal match. Mike Deshane is in the hot seat, waiting for the winner of this one to play in the finals.
He got fortunate to make that one in the side.
Yeah, it looked like it got kicked in.
It got kicked in, yeah.
It's a tough shot to come with.
It looks like the 8 might slide by the 9. So I don't really see an issue there.
Well, they're both missing a lot.
That's just the tiredness showing.
Kind of hard to slow roll that ball, though. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially from the rail.
And it's always tough when you get like the 2 ball on this color table. It blends in so nicely, like the 6 on a green table.
Yesterday was the Orange Crush. Everybody was having problems with in the beginning of the day. Now it's the Blueberry. Just bounce out, favor the center of the table. And a 3 ball, I would imagine, Corey runs into the 7 ball.
Might have got fortunate there.
He's awfully playing a lot of rails each shot, like more than he needs to. And we apologize for the noise. It is a very busy room.
Yes, the fans are just huddled around the table here in the action.
Absolutely. Everybody's got tomorrow off for the most, I think, for the most part. Place is pretty packed right now.
Yeah, it's almost like a Friday or a Saturday night here. The place is packed because of the Labor Day weekend.
Wow. Corey almost missed that ball.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the 8 goes by the 9, so I don't think they're going to look to break that up.
Either the 8 goes by the 9 or he's going to play the Karen.
Nah, from my angle, it looks like the 8 can slide by the 9.
Okay, there you have it. Aaron McMahon sitting in the corner. Got a perfect view of the 8 ball.
He's not touching it, so I guess I'm assuming it goes. Yeah, it definitely goes. He's only got about half the pocket, but it does go.
Half the pocket is a lot of pocket on these tables.
Yeah. Especially with these players.
Corey Deuel on the verge of going up 1 game on Josh again.
It's going to make it 5-4, race to 8.
This has been a seesaw match so far.
Like I said, it's like a catch-up match. They keep tying each other. One gets ahead, then they catch up. looking at Josh over in his seat. It's almost like he's staring out into space. He's got that glare on his eyes like, I'm so tired.
Yeah, everybody seems a little bit tired right now. I'm extremely tired. It's starting to hit me right now. I stayed about 2 hours north of here last night.
Yeah, you were telling me you came back down. I couldn't believe you took that ride back home.
Yeah.
Boy, that is a ride.
Yeah, I was a little upset to find out it was 2 hours, but I think it was because of the traffic and everything. It was really like an hour away, but...
Yeah, Labor Day weekend traffic, it's killer.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, it's now 5-4 in favor of Corey Deuel. Still looking to get a run out under his belt here.
Neither of them has broken and ran yet.
Yeah, Corey's having a hard time with his break right now. Come up dry.
He's getting frustrated.
He is. He's getting very frustrated.
Once again.
But it's not even like, Josh is breaking and running out. He's having the same amount of difficulty with his break as well. So it's almost like whoever breaks, the other person's been getting to the table to run out.
Wow. I can't believe Josh just made that mistake.
That's a mistake you just make from being tired.
Yeah.
It's what I like to call a brain fart.
Now this is going to be interesting because if Corey happens to run this out, he'll be up 2 games in this match.
Yeah, it's a very important rack. Nothing seems really that difficult. I mean...
Yeah, the 3 goes on the side, it looks like. I just got a piece of paper with all the final matches and the final scores if anybody wants to know. Earl Herring and Corey Deuel played each other this morning.
No, Earl Herring forfeited his match.
Oh, he
had other
that's
obligations, yes.
Gotcha.
Go ahead.
Then Dennis Hatch played Jeremy Stosi, and he won 6-5. And Mike Shane played Josh Brothers, won 6-5. And, what? 8-6? This is wrong then. I don't know who wrote this. I'm not reading it anymore because it's totally wrong.
Yeah, Corey's starting to speed up his game a little bit. Starting to loosen up.
He knows the opportunity there to go up 2 games here.
That'll be huge this point of the match.
He's doing anything he can to take advantage of his ball in hand.
Ooh.
I think...
Got a little straight on that 8. He's all right, though.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He can elect to play the rail first here or just punch it off. If fortunate enough for him, the 9 ball's sitting right there.
Yeah. I like following that up the way he just did to play the 9 in the side. And then he's just got an easy shot on the 10 right from the 9.
Yeah, it looks like Corey's going to go up 6-4.
That's huge at this point in the match.
Corey, the cash man Deuel. Now leads by 2. The Prince of Pool.
I'm looking at the payouts on the bracket sheet right now. And it looks like first place is going home with 4,000. Second is going home with 3,000. Third is going home with 2,000. And fourth is going home with
1,500.
1,500.
Check that out yesterday.
Yeah, I'm sure you know. You know exactly what you're walking out of here with.
And we also would like to give a shout out to Danny DiLiberto. Wish you the best, buddy. Health-wise, get back. We miss you. We found out Danny is back home right now, recouping. So we just want to say best wishes, Dan.
What happened to Danny?
He was in the hospital, that's all I know. It was posted.
Yeah, get well soon, Danny.
Okay, Corey set to break here in game number 11, leading this set 6-4 over Josh Brothers.
He just go off the table? He's getting really frustrated with this break.
Absolutely.
And now again, Josh's ball in hand once again from the break.
Well, this match has been going back and forth.
Back and forth, yeah.
Corey now goes up 2 games.
Nobody's really taking advantage of each other's mistakes.
instead of getting disgusted with himself, you just stay calm. It's working both ways. So, what do you think about that, Mike?
Yeah, absolutely. They just need to stay calm. I mean, I'm should be telling myself that.
Exactly.
Get a little frustrated sometimes. Oh well.
Usually in a winter break format, though, having the break is obviously the huge advantage. But that's if you're breaking and running out. It's almost like in this set between the two of them, having the break is the weakness because neither one of them are dropping or they're scratching. They're having a lot of trouble with the break.
Yeah. Josh just messed up there. Skinned the 9-ball and went down table for the 3.
He's making a lot of mistakes he doesn't normally make, and I think it's just plain out of tiredness.
Somebody from the chat room wanted to know what kind of balls we're using. We are using Centennial balls with the blue circle.
Looks like Corey's going to play it safe here. Probably kick behind the 3, send the 3 up table, keep the cue ball behind the 10.
Yeah.
Just got to be careful. Well, it doesn't matter if he makes the 3 in this format.
One thing I noticed here, guys.
It's a great shot.
There's a lot of people that are in the room right now. It feels like it's getting very humid in here. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Clammy?
You know what? Now that you just said that, I noticed it.
It's also, I was outside not too long ago, and it looked like it was starting to cloud up and get kind of rainy out.
I wonder if that's playing a big part of this match because this Josh Brothers was just firing balls in prior to this, and now it comes to the table. Looks like he has problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, the humidity will definitely play a huge part, especially with this many people. There's got to be 200-300 people in this room right now, and that front door is constantly opening and closing, and the humid air is just coming right in.
Right, and Corey's just dancing with him the same way. I mean, they're both having issues.
I think right underneath the table, though, the AC's turned on, so playing a little boingy.
And also all the lights set up around the streaming table, it almost can act as like a heat lamp.
With the kind of lights that we use on Pool Action TV, they do not put out any heat whatsoever. They're actually a fluorescent bulb. Yeah.
Because I know with the women, sometimes I'm playing under the lights and it feels like it's 90 degrees.
That cost me in Galveston. I ran through I never played on the TV table until the finals or semifinals and played totally different.
Well, luckily in the women's pro events, the lights like that are pretty much on every table.
Corey Deuel back at the table, ball in hand here. Looking to go up on the hill here.
Yeah.
On Josh.
Josh just made a big mistake. I think he tried to graze it and put the 3 to the rail, cue ball to the other side of the table, and he hit it a little too fat.
It's almost like he's getting a little careless.
Yeah, he looks like he's giving up.
Because Josh is making mistakes he never makes. So Corey shouldn't have an issue here. As long as he gets on that 8-ball. Looks like he's going to go around 2, maybe 3 rails. Three rails.
He's got to watch his speed.
He does not want to end up straight.
And that's exactly pretty much where he is. But he's got enough that he could probably play the 9 down in the corner, the farther corner.
Alan, I think he's going to draw two rails here.
Come back out,
yeah.
Shoot the 9 in the same pocket.
Yeah, a lot of spin.
Absolutely.
That's what he's looking like he's aiming up for.
Oh, maybe not. That's a great shot.
Killed it, punched it forward.
And that's why I lose.
Well, you know what? We've been wrong plenty of times. We got closets full of those. You guys fool us sometimes. Sitting here in the booth.
Yeah, he just put himself on the rail for the 10.
In any case, Corey Deuel looking to go up on the hill over Josh Brothers. And does, taking this to the hill. Corey Deuel now leads this match 7-4.
Yeah, he's starting to get in gear. Mike, you better watch your butt.
Yeah.
You have to play him next.
He's going to have to get in gear.
If of course, Josh doesn't come back.
So, Al, how'd you get your nickname, Upstate Al? Just from upstate?
Well, 200, and don't take this truthfully, but I would imagine or guesstimate about 225 miles northwest of here in the upstate New York region.
That's far.
Yeah, I'm leaving tonight.
Oh, you're doing the trip tonight?
Dodging the deers, going up. I have to go see my wife. I've been down here for a while.
Drive
Just the
safely.
family. Thank you. Thank you. You guys also do the same.
Yeah. Especially watch yourself with the traffic and, people going out drinking this weekend, getting behind the wheel.
Well, I stop at the welcome centers on the way up, and 15, 20 minutes, have a little iced coffee or something.
Yeah.
Corey's struggling with his brake big time. This 2 might go.
Right? You got fortunate with that, too.
As much as Corey is struggling here, he now leads this match 7-4.
Seems like they've both been to the table a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Corey's struggling, but Josh is struggling more, and that's what it's just coming out to be. It's just almost like who's struggling more.
I was once talking with a very well-known player, an old-timer, professional player, and he said to me that 3 or 4 mistakes in a match that's a race to 9 is too many.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I've heard that.
Hey, Corey took his break.
They
Questions?
both took a break, so.
Corey took his break. We're on a standby right now, so if you guys out there in Stream World have any questions for Mike DeShane or Aaron, feel free to ask right now. As soon as the players do come back to the table, we'll be resuming the match. Hey, I'm trying to call Tiffany, meanwhile I'm still live.
What's your question, Hot Dog Lips?
I can't see the chat from here, so you'll have to read it.
Why aren't we using the Magic Rack by Police 3?
It's not sponsoring the tour.
Yeah, it's not sponsoring the tour, and I also think, was I on? Okay, Magic Rack gives everybody the same rack. It's consistent. I think racking's a skill, much needed. I'm going to say this again. I've went out and I've learned everything there is to know about the rack. Everything. Same thing with Corey. Same thing with Donnie Mills and a couple other pool players. The information's out there. Go out and get it.
Especially when it's rack your own format.
Absolutely. I do not practice with the breaker rack. I can't get the same reaction off with the cue ball. It's tough to control the cue ball with that.
Hey, let me ask you guys a question. Since everybody else is asking questions, there's going to be a heads-up match coming up soon between Shane and Mika. And what do you guys think about that match?
Where is this
Who do you
going to
like? It will be in Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, I like Mika. That's his house. That's where he lives. He knows those tables better than anybody.
Well, you know what? I'm going to have to disagree with you. I kind of like Shane.
Yeah, I like Shane too.
Normally I would like Shane, honestly, but in Amsterdam, I'm going to have to go with Mika on that one.
Shane's just been in that situation too many times in the past 2 years.
Around the world.
Exactly. He goes to the Philippines and is in constant action or constant tournaments for 10,000 a man.
When is this coming up?
This will be coming up a week before the U.S. Open, I believe, right around then.
Okay, meanwhile, Corey's back from his break. We did not see Josh Brothers come back into the arena yet.
He's probably going to stroll in any second. Corey's looking around for Josh so he can shoot. He doesn't want to shoot without Josh, which is very respectful. Because I've seen some players who just get up and shoot when their opponents aren't back at the table yet. So that shows respect for your opponent when you do that.
Corey just came up to me and asked me where would I roll out to. I like, you know what, watching Josh hit the last couple balls, you know, I'll leave him a shot. I like rolling down by the corner closest to us.
Corey elects to call a push out and just taps the ball.
I don't think he wanted to do that.
Corey's going to kick at it and play the cue ball behind the 3 and the 7.
Corey pulls safe. He tried to favor the inside of the ball and wound up hitting it too flush.
No, I was looking before. Corey uses his full cue to jump, right? He doesn't use jump cue?
No, he well, it's a 7-ounce cue.
Okay.
Might be the lightest full-length cue ever. 7 ounces.
It's like a piece of balsa wood.
Lighter than the lightning bolt, and those are pretty light.
I wouldn't totally rule out Josh yet because he was down like this with Mike Davis, and he looked really tired, and then he came back and won 7 games in a row, so I wouldn't totally take him out of this match yet.
Absolutely not. This caliber of player,
They're all
he's in the
capable to
game,
come
yeah.
back.
In the game anytime.
Okay, Josh Brothers coming back from his break, looking pretty strong here. Maybe got a fresh breath of fresh air. Getting his second win, shooting left-handed on the 8 ball.
This was a quick out for him.
Josh Brothers answering back. Pulls within 2 again for a score of 7-5. Corey Deuel in the lead.
He's got to make a ball and have a shot off the break after getting down like this. If he doesn't have a shot after the break, he's in trouble.
I'm looking for him to crash these.
Looks like did he drop?
He dropped the 5 ball into the side pocket.
Hit himself behind the 9, though.
He can skim the 1, though. It looks like he's got enough room to skim the 1. He's shaking his head, though. I like skimming this 1 and bringing the cue ball right down behind the 6'10" that looks like that's what he's looking at. A little bit harder, he would have had it.
Okay, Corey Deuel back at the table and on the hill.
Now he's giving Corey the run out. Not an easy rack, but it's manageable for someone like Corey.
Yeah, this is the most important shot. It's a great shot.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Watch out. Looks like the 10 got him. He had to play the 2 inside because both corner pockets are blocked.
Corey Deuel still on a struggle here.
He's getting his jump cue or whatever that excuse is for a jump cue.
I believe he said played on the side.
Yeah, he's got to call it.
Three balls in the way.
Yeah, his bridge hand is just about touching the 3. He's got to be careful here. We're not playing all ball fouls.
No.
But he has to stop before he actually makes the shot and give his opponent a chance to put it back.
As soon as he hits the cue ball, if he touches the 3 with anything, it's a foul.
Looks like he's trying to break off the pocket now. That 3 ball is definitely in his way.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Corey, didn't play the right speed and wound up hooking himself behind the 10 ball.
Played the right shot, just a little too hard. And that was a tough shot on the 1. It stings when you make a great shot like that, then you snooker yourself just by like an inch.
And we've seen that happen so many times.
Happens to everybody.
Not particularly in this tournament, but through our years of watching pool and playing.
Yeah, making a great shot and then not getting rewarded for it.
I think he's going to go for it.
He has to call it because there's no reason he should play safe on this shot without calling it.
He did call the 2 ball
Yeah.
in the side pocket.
And he made it. What a great shot.
What a nice shot. Drew the cue ball back to the long rail. He's got a long shot on the 3, but easily to make.
Yeah. He should be out from here. It's just a matter of cue ball control.
Looks like he's just going to let the bounce out, towards the middle of the table.
Just watch that 6 and 10.
Wow. Oh.
Now, where he moved that 6, does the 6 go by the 10 still?
Corey taking a good look at that.
He might opt to play the 6 in the same pocket as the 4 if it doesn't go by the 10. Ooh.
Corey now causing more problems.
10 ball looks dead.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
But the carom looks good from here, and Corey looks at the commentator's booth and smiles right across the board. Corey must know it's dead.
No, I think the 6 goes by.
Oh, he cleared the 6. That's why he smiled. He got the tap and cleared the 6. Cleared the 10 ball.
He was smiling because he got lucky.
We all thought the 10 was on.
It's tough from where we're sitting. It's a tough angle.
In any case, Corey's still pocketing balls. That one he had to bank in off the point of the side pocket.
He got on the wrong side of the 9, but he should be able to go around 3 rails. Or he could follow it up depending on the angle. I can't really tell.
I'm going to get out of the booth, guys. I'm going to go and practice up. I got to run to the
Go warm up.
Mike,
wash my hands.
Great having you in the booth, buddy.
And I'm off too.
And so is Erin McManus.
Thank you guys very much for listening.
Yes, thank you.
I thank you both for sitting in and helping us out.
Corey.
And good luck, Mike.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, there you have it. Corey Deuel coming out on top of Josh Brothers. The final match will be between Mike DeShane and Corey Deuel in just a few minutes. We'd like to thank everybody for joining us on the stream. And we'd like to thank the Seminole Pro Tour. This is the Seminole Pro Tour Empire State Championships coming to you live from Raxx Pool Room, Bar and Grill in West Hempstead, Long Island, New York. The previous winner and champion of this tournament in 2009 was Dennis Hatch. He has a banner hanging up over the table, table number 24. And in 2008 was Mark Spain Vidal that won his match to win the tournament in 2008 right on the stream table here. So stand by, guys. We're going to come to you. We're going to come right back to you with the finals. Corey Deuel and Mike DeShane. This will be a race to 9. Okay, everybody stand by. We're just going to refresh the system, and we will be right back.